Starting with Caden on the draw here. Got to clear the score here on the score clock from the last game. All right, I'm going to move here. All right, sorry about that. That guy was in my way there the whole time. North Okanagan gets the ball off the draw. Pass it over to the far side, down to the far corner. Gets around a guy, shoots and scores. 1-0, North Okanagan. Nolan wins the draw. Connor grabs it. Pass it back to Keegan. Keegan to Jeremiah. Jeremiah gets a lane to the net. Shoots. Saved by the goalie. Gray grabs it. Pass it to Keegan. Over to Connor. Back to Jeremiah. Cuts to the middle. Pass it down to Keegan down low. Shot saved by the goalie. North Okanagan bring it up the floor. Have it on the far side, cut into the middle. Shoots. Saved by Morgan. Ball goes off the boards. North Okanagan gets a reset. Cuts to the middle, shoots, misses. The ball goes back down the floor. Ball gets knocked back. North Okanagan has it. 4 seconds on the shot clock, throws it in the corner. Shot clock violation, Hawks ball. Lewis bringing it up the floor. Eric has the ball. Pass it off to Eddie in the corner. Eddie cuts to the middle, shoots. Hits it off Teo's leg, unfortunately. North Okanagan ball. Pass it across. Down to the far corner. Back up top across. Shoots. Scores. 2-0 North Okanagan. Hayden on the drop. Ball still loose. North Okanagan tried to pick it up. Misses it. Hayden picks it up, gets the ball, cuts back. Ball gets knocked loose. Cole grabs it. Pass it to AJ. AJ down to Jamie. Jamie to Cole. Cole has it. Shoots from far out. Saved by the goalie. Goalie passes it up. Cross center. Pass the ball back. Goes all the way back down the floor. Bringing it back up. 9 seconds on the shot clock. Down to the far corner. Shoots. Off the goalie. North Okanagan gets it back. Have it in the far corner. Tries to cut to the middle. Connor stops and gets down to low. Doesn't go. Ball bounces back to Morgan. Passes it up. Pass too high. North Okanagan grabs it. Have it on the close side up top. Shoots. Saved. Evan grabs it. Pass it to Nolan coming off the bench. Shoots. Scores. 2-1. Nolan on the draw after the goal. Ball one back. Ball still loose. North Okanagan bring it up the floor. Legal pick. Fox ball. Pass it off to Keegan. Keegan pass it to Eric coming off the bench. Eric to Connor. Connor back to AJ. Gets around a guy. Another guy. Shoots. Saved by the goalie. Passes it up. North Okanagan grabs it. Pass it back up top, down to the far corner. Back to the middle. Ball goes off a few, get people in front. Ball loose. AJ grabs it. Pass it to Eddie. Ball goes back to Eric. Grabs it, passes it to Caden. Caden grabs it to Ty. Ty brings it up the floor. Cuts to the middle, passes it to Lewis. Gets hit in front. North Okanagan have it on the close side here. Cutting back up top. Back to the middle. Doesn't go. Morgan grabs it. Passes it up. Teo's trying to pick up the ball. He's got two guys on him here. Cole comes in, knocks it into the corner. Ball still loose. Nobody's got it. Oh, finally, North Okanagan grab it. Brings it up the floor. Ball knocked loose. Cuts around, gets around a couple guys, shoots. Save. Hawks getting a penalty here for holding. North Okanagan going to the power play. Two-1, 8:10 left in the first. North Okanagan on the power play. Passing it around, far side, back up top. Close side, back up top. Shoot, oh, tries, far side. Shoots, misses. Ball goes back, 11 seconds left on the shot clock. Got it to the far side, doesn't go. Guy in the corner has it. Takes a shot. Morgan grabs it. Passes it to Jeremiah, doesn't go. North Okanagan has it, shot, save. Morgan has it again. Needs somebody to pass to. Oh, ball comes out. Pass it to Lewis, doesn't go. North Okanagan has it. North Okanagan back up top, down to the far corner, back across, shoots, misses the net, out of bounds, Hawks ball. Still killing the penalty here. Caden has it. Has it to Ty coming off the bench. Pass it back to Connor. Back to Keegan. Keegan down to Ty. Back to Keegan. 7 seconds left on the shot clock. Keegan has it in the corner. Back to Connor. Shot saved by the goalie. Nice little play there on the penalty kill. Killed the whole 30 seconds. North Okanagan bring it up the floor. Crossing center. Penalties over now, 5-on-5. Cuts to the middle, gets around, shoots, saved by Morgan. Guy cuts out front. Crease violation. Hawks ball. Hawks going to the power play. It's like a slashing penalty for North Okanagan. AJ starting with the ball at center. 2-minute power play for Hawks. 2-1 lead for North Okanagan. AJ has it. Eric down to Gray. Gray to Eric. AJ over to Connor. AJ shoots, save. Ball knocked loose. AJ gets it, shoots again. Ball goes out of bounds. Looks like a touch. Hawks ball. Eric to Gray. Gray to AJ. Over to Connor. Down to Ethan. Ethan cuts to the middle, shoots, save. Eric goes after the guy. Guy passes it all the way down. Got to get there, somebody to grab it. Gray grabs it. Pass it up to Eric. Eric to AJ up top. Down to Gray. Gray to Eric. Eric to AJ. Connor shoots. Scores. Sticks it through on the short side. Power play goal. 2-2. 4:31 left in the first. Hayden on the drop. Hawks ball. AJ has it on the close side. Tries to get around it. Cuts to the middle. Shoots. Saved by the goalie. North Okanagan pick up the ball. Got a guy at center. Ball knocked loose. Ball still loose. Jamie grabs it. Hawks ball. Hawks making a change. Bring it up the floor. Pass it to Matthew. Matthew over to Evan. Evan passes it to Eddie coming off the bench. To Teo. Teo cuts to the middle. Gets around a guy. Shoots. Gets a shot. Got the reset. Can't get the ball back. It's still loose. Ethan tries to get it. Ball goes to the corner. North Okanagan picks it up. Bringing it up the floor. Gets to the far side. Already down to 23 seconds left. having trouble getting out of their zone with the pressure from the Hawks. Guy gets a lane to the net, shoots and scores. 3-2, North Okanagan. Caden on the drop. Hawks need another player. Connor picks it up. Pass it back to Jamie. Jamie cuts to the middle, gets around a guy. Shoots, saved by the goalie. North Okanagan grab it. Passes it up. Cuts to the guy at center. Making a change. Guy keeps it on the far side. Shoots from far corner there. They knock it over the boards. Hawks ball. Lewis brings it up the floor. Pass it to Jeremiah coming off the bench. Jeremiah to Evan. Evan to Cole. Cole shoots. Saved by the goalie. Evan grabs it. Gets it back. Got after the reset. Keeps possession. Comes out front. Shoots. Gets the ball back. Back to Cole. Cole to Jeremiah. Down to Keegan. Ball gets knocked loose. Grabs it back. Ball loose still. Calling North Okanagan ball. 1:43 left in the first. North Okanagan has it. Gets around the guy. Gets the lane to the net. Shoots and scores. (4-2) North Okanagan. 1:32 left in the first. Connor has it. Over to Lewis. Off the drop. Down to AJ. Back to Connor. Connor back to AJ. Back to Ethan. Shoots. Saved by the goalie. Ball goes to the corner. Loose ball foul. Hawks ball behind the net. Connor. AJ cuts the middle. Shoots. Saved by the goalie. North Okanagan bring it up to the far side. Cutting back to the middle. Back over to the close side here. Cutting to the middle. Trying to get a shot. Gets a lane. Shoots. Saved by Morgan. Pass it off to Lewis in the far corner. Timeout. Hawks. 16.4 seconds left in the first period. Well, it looks like some penalties called first. That's what it was, not a timeout. 4-on-4. 4 seconds left in the period. Time going to run out here. 4-2 North Okanagan after 1. All right, back for the second period, 4-2 lead. Ball loose. AJ grabs it off the draw. Goes down to the far corner. Back up top to Jamie. Jamie over to Connor. Connor back to AJ. AJ tries to get around the guy. Spins. Shoots, misses the net. Jamie grabs it. 10 seconds on the shot clock left. AJ gets it. Shoots, scores. Oh no, I think he hit they're saying he hit the crossbar. I would say that's probably crossbar the way it bounced out. The mesh moved, but sorry. Oh, ball goes all the way down. They grab it. Shoot, score. 5-2. Nobody was back for Hawks, and they had a guy down all by himself on the goalie. Looks like we're making a goalie change here. .18 left in the second. 5-2 North Okanagan. Levi coming in. Need one more for Hawks. Still 4-on-4. Caden on the draw. North Okanagan wins it back all the way down to their end. Caden chasing him. North Okanagan picks it up. Brings it up the floor. Have it on the far side, cutting back to the middle. Down to the close side here. Has it over to the far side. Cuts back to the middle. Tries to get around, guys. Can't go around. Ball gets knocked loose. 4 seconds left on the shot clock. Shoots, misses the net. Shot clock violation. Hawks ball. Keegan bringing it up the floor. Pass it off to Evan, or Matthew. Down to Teo. Teo's got a bit of a lane, doesn't. Cuts back up top. Over to Evan. Down to Nolan. Nolan shoots, misses the net. Ball gets loose. 5-on-5 now. Guys out of the penalty box. North Okanagan have it up top on the close side here. Down to the close corner. Back up top. Cutting to the middle. Gets around a guy. Shoots. Misses. Ball bounces loose. Ball's still loose. Guy grabs it. Trying to get to the net. Can't. Shoots. Misses. Goes over to bounds. Hawks ball. Matthew grabs it. Starts running up the floor. Pass it to Evan. Pass it to Cole off the bench. Cole cuts to the middle. Loses it. Ball loose in the corner. North Okanagan grab it. Passes it off. Back running with it. Gets across center. North Okanagan finishes their change. Has it on the close side here. Cuts to the middle up top. Gets it. Tries to get a shot. Can't get through. Pass it over far side. Got a lane to the net. Shot saved. North Okanagan grab it. Get the reset in the corner. Guy has it up top. Gets around. Shoots. Saved by Levi. Ball still loose. North Okanagan gets it back. Another shot. Potential. No. Backs off. Has it on the close side here. Back up top. Shoots. Saved by Levi. Knocks it out. Eric grabs it. Running up the floor. Pass it to Gray in the offensive zone. North Okanagan, or Hawks making the change. Pass it over to Caden. Jamie shoots. Misses. Hayden has it. Pass it to Gray. Shoots. Saved by the goalie. Goalie has it. Pass it off. North Okanagan bringing it up the floor. Cutting to the middle, making a change. Pass it to the close side here. Back up top. Tries to get to the middle. Tries a shot, doesn't get through. Ball's loose. North Okanagan grab it. Shot clock violation. Gray grabs it, brings it up the floor. Gets around a guy. Looking to pass it off, make a change. Pass it to Eddie coming off the bench. Found AJ in the far corner. AJ cuts to the middle. Legal pick. North Okanagan ball. North Okanagan have it on the close side here. Trying to cut to the net. Passes to the far side. Has it, cuts to the middle, shoots, misses the net. Trying to cut to the middle, shoots, save, or hits the post, one of the two. North Okanagan have it up top. Back over to the far side. Back to the close side. Gets around a guy. HOKS getting a penalty here. Looks like cross-checking penalty. North Okanagan going to the power play up 5-2. North Okanagan have it in the far corner. Jamie grabs it on the ball, knocked loose by Lewis. Jamie brings it across center. Pass it down to Jeremiah in the far corner. Jeremiah getting chased behind the net. Looks like North Okanagan's getting a penalty here. Looks like a cross check. Four on four coming up here. Oh, that's hit from behind. Looks like that's 4 minutes. Four on four play coming up here. AJ starts with it over to Eric. Eric cuts to the middle, over to Ethan. Loses the ball. North Okanagan grabbed the ball, got a guy running. He's got a partial breakaway. Shoots and scores. 6-2. Hayden back on the draw. Still 4 on 4. Ball's still loose. Ball's loose here. North Okanagan trying to grab it. Ty gets it off the miss there. Gets a lane to net. Cuts back. Over to Gray. Shoots, misses. Ball bounces back. Got a partial break. Shoots. Scores. 7-2. Still 4-on-4, 7:56 left in the second, 7-2 North Okanagan. Nolan on the draw, wins it to Connor. Connor grabs it, takes it up to the offensive zone. Over to Matthew, down to Jeremiah in the corner. Back to Matthew, to Ethan in the middle. Shot saved. It's like a goalie water break here. All right, back off the water break here. North Okanagan starts with the ball in their own zone. Start bringing it up the floor. Pass it off to the close side here. Still 4-on-4. Back to the far side. Ball gets loose. North Okanagan grab it. Pass it back over to the close side here. Back to the middle. Save, crease violation, HOKS ball. Lewis to Caden. Caden bringing it up the floor. Back to AJ coming off the bench. Five on four power play for HOKS. Down to Gray in the corner. Back to Eric, back to Gray. Back to Eric. Ball intercepted in the crease. Ball goes down far, another breakaway. Save. AJ doesn't grab it quick enough. North Okanagan grab it. HOKS ball. Connor has it up in the offensive zone. Pass it to AJ. Matthew. Back to AJ. Back to Ethan. Shoot, save. Ball loose. Got the reset. AJ to Ethan. Ethan to AJ. Matthew. AJ. Back to Matthew. Back to Eric. 12 seconds left on the shot clock. North Okanagan playing some good D here. AJ gets it. Tries a shot. Doesn't go. In the corner. 2 seconds. 1. Shot clock violation. North Okanagan ball. Bringing it up the floor. Looking to kill some time off the penalty here. Got it in the far corner. Ball knocked loose, gets it back. Still has it in the corner. Back to the guy coming through the middle, doesn't go. AJ grabs it. Probably a bit tired. Toss it to Connor, doesn't go. Right to the goalie, grabs it, makes a pass. Goes over the boards, HOKS ball. Matthew in front of the net brings it up. Pass it off to Nolan. Nolan to Matthew. Matthew to Teo. Ty grabs the rebound, shoots it over top of the goalie. 7-3. Power play goal. Actually, the power penalty might have just been over. Hayden on the draw, 4:24 left in the second. 7-4 North Okanagan. Still fighting for the ball. Still loose. Loose ball foul. North Okanagan ball. North Okanagan have it. Back up top to the far side. Cutting back up top. Tries to get around a guy. Cuts to the middle. Shoots. Saved by Levi. AJ grabs it. Starts bringing it back up the floor. Pass it off to Nolan coming off the bench. Nolan has it on the close side here. Jeremiah has it on the far side. Penalty coming up to North Okanagan. Power play for Hawks. AJ starting with the ball at center again. .332 left in the second. 7-3. Connor has it. Back up to AJ up top. AJ to Eric. Eric down to Gray. Gray to Connor in the middle. Shoots. Save. Ball still loose. Eric grabs it. Got the reset. Eric has it. AJ down to Gray. Gray back to Eric. Eric to AJ. To Connor. Connor to AJ. Connor has it. Shoots. Saved by the goalie. Gray grabs it. Got another reset. On the power play. Back to AJ. AJ to Connor. Connor to Ethan. Ethan up top. Got a guy chasing him. Shoots. Saved by the goalie. Another reset. Eric grabs it. Back to AJ. To Eric. Down to Gray. Gray shoots, saved by the goalie. Goalie has it, shoots it way down the floor. Gray grabs it. Brings it back up the floor. Pass it to AJ. AJ's got a bit of time. Ethan, saved by the goalie. North Okanagan bringing it up. Cuts back, looking to kill some time on the penalty. Too many players on the floor. Eric grabs it, brings it up the floor. Pass it off to Evan. Evan back to Ty. Ty to Teo, down to Matthew. Evan's going through the middle. Can't get it to go. Ty gets it back. Pass it to Nolan. Nolan over to Matthew. Matthew back to Ty. Ty to Teo. Back to Ty. To Evan. Down to Nolan. Shoots. Misses the top corner there. Oh, ball gets by Matthew. North Okanagan grab it. Cuts back. Looking to kill some time again on the penalty. Pass it back. Back to the middle. Over to the far side. Goes down to the far corner. Comes back out front. Tries a shot. Misses. Goes over the boards. Matthew brings it up the floor. Hawks making a change again here. Pass it to Gray coming off the bench. Gray back to AJ up top. To Connor. Back to AJ. Back to Connor. Eric. Ball gets all the way down. Oh, needed to have that one. Deke shoots and scores. Levi's got to probably grab that one. 1.9 seconds left in the second period. 8-3. Hayden on the draw. Hawks need another. Oh no, we have 5. Cleared over. 8-3 North Okanagan. All right, back to the third period. Looks like Caden on the draw. Ball loose still. Hawks grab it. AJ has it. AJ to Cole on the far side. Cole to AJ, down to Eddie. Back to AJ, down to Eddie. Back to AJ. Still rolling the power play here. Eddie cuts to the top. Shoots. Goalie mask. North Okanagan ball. Start bringing up the floor. Looks like the penalty's over now. North Okanagan bring it up to center. Down to the far corner. Across all the way. Back to the middle. Guy cutting. Saved by Levi. Cole grabs it. Shoots, misses the net. Connor tries to grab it off the boards. Does. Drops it. Cole grabs it in the corner. Pass it to Evan. Evan to Connor. Misses the net. Crease violation. North Okanagan ball. North Okanagan cut to the middle. Levi with the save. Crease violation. Hawks ball. Eric has it. Pass it to Ty coming off the bench. Keegan. Keegan tries to get it to the middle. North Okanagan get it. Got a guy running to the left. Crease violation. Hawks ball. Nolan passes it to Jeremiah at center. Jeremiah runs into the offensive zone, cuts back. Teo coming off the bench. Teo to Ty. Ty to Evan off the bench. Ty has it. Shoots, misses the net. North Okanagan getting a penalty here. Looks like a high stick or slash of some sort. Yeah, it looks like a slash. Hawks scoring at the power play. AJ starts with it at center. AJ brings it in. Over to Connor. Down to Ethan. Back to Connor. AJ. Gray. Down to Eric. Eric to Gray. AJ. Back to Connor. Back to AJ. Tries to get around a guy. Loses the ball. Eric grabs it. Down to Gray. Gray back to Eric. Back to AJ. Shoots. Misses the net. Eric grabs it. Shot. North Okanagan bringing it up the floor. Shots to the guy in the offensive zone. 2 or 3 guys on him right now. Trying to knock that ball loose. Loose ball, foul. Okanagan ball. Tries to get to the net, doesn't get there. Eric grabs it. Eric brings it up the floor. Pass it off to Matthew. Back to Teo coming off the bench. Back to Ty coming off the bench. Down to Teo. Down to Matthew. Back to Connor, comes to the middle, shoots and scores. 8-4. Power play goal. Hayden on the drop. AJ grabs it off the draw. Gets around one guy. Cuts back. Pass it over to Cole. Cole passes it to AJ. AJ down the corner to Lewis. Lewis over to Evan. Evan back to Jamie. Jamie shoots. Save. North Okanagan bring it past up center here. Pass to the guy on the center. Pass the back. North Okanagan have the close side shot. Save. Ball loose. Ball still on the floor. Somebody's trying to pick it up. North Okanagan grab it behind the net. Bring it back up top. Guy up top. Over to the far side. Looking to make a shot. Saved by Levi. AJ has it. Brings it up past center. Passes it off to Eddie coming off the bench. Brings it up in the offensive zone. That was a illegal pick. North Okanagan ball. Bringing it up the floor. Ball's loose. Nobody can pick it up. North Okanagan grab it. Ball's loose. Nolan trying to grab it. Loose ball foul. Hawks ball. Keegan gets something happen in front of the net. Refs are not seeing anything on this one. Obviously, clearly not watching that play. Eddie has it. Over to Connor. North Okanagan getting a penalty coming up here. Lewis has it. Get an extra attacker on. Connor has it. Back to Ty. Back to Evan. Down to Eddie. Shot saved by the goalie. Holding penalty by North Okanagan. Hawks going to the power play. AJ starting with the ball at center. 7:52 left in the third. AJ brings it down. Over to Connor. Down to Nolan. Nolan to Connor. Connor to AJ. AJ to Eric. Eric to Gray. Gray cuts across the top. Shoots. Saved by the goalie. Picked up by North Okanagan. Trying to get through everybody. Still holds the ball. Ball knocked loose. Nolan brings it up. Down to Connor on the far side. Back to Nolan. Nolan back to AJ. AJ to Nolan. Back to AJ. Back to AJ. Back to Eric. Can't hold on to it. Not calling anything on the loose ball there. Throws it down the corner. Gray grabs it off the loose ball. Runs it up the floor. Hawks making a change on the power play here. Gray passes it to Ty coming off the bench. Ty to Teo, down to Matthew. To Teo. Back to Ty. To Ethan. Down to Evan. Back to Teo, misses the net. Teo again. Shot clock violation. North Okanagan ball in the corner. Shoots it way down. Goes over the boards. Hawks ball. Back to Matthew. Running it up the floor. Pass it off to Eddie coming off the bench. Eddie to Ty. Ty to Evan. Evan to Matthew. Matthew to Eddie. Eddie shoots, saved by the goalie. Goalie passes it. Guy brings it up the floor. Shoots, saves. Nine 4. One in the third here for goals. Hawks would at least like to get another one here. Get the full point for the third period. If we're not, best to win the game, but try to take what we can get right now. Not getting a lot of momentum right now. Looks like 4-on-4 now. A couple penalty for each team off the last play there. Hayden on the drop. Ball went back. Lewis grabs it. Runs back. Bringing it up into the offensive zone. Passes it to AJ. AJ back to Lewis. His stick gets hit when he shoots. Ball goes behind the net. North Okanagan grabs the ball. Guy's coming up the floor. Gets around everybody. Shoots, saves. Gets the rebound almost. North Okanagan grab it. Have it up top. Cuts to the middle. Tries to get through a few guys. Loses the ball. Jamie grabs it behind the net. Runs it up the floor. Hawks making the change. 4:29 left in the third period. Jeremiah has it on the close side. Cutting back up top. Over to Cole. Cole shoots. Saved by the goalie. Connor trying to get there. Ball tipped over the boards by North Okanagan. Hawks ball. Cole grabs it. Cole has it. Pass it over to Eric. Eric gets a lane to the net. Shoots. Saved by the goalie. Ball loose. Loose ball foul. North Okanagan ball. Starts with the behind the net. Pass it off. Has a guy coming up the floor. Pass it off. Have it on the far side. Gets around a couple guys. Shoots. Misses the net. Levi has it. Pass it off to Cole. Hawks making the change. Pass it to Evan on the far side. Evan cuts to the top. Down to Ethan. Penalty coming up for either a hit from behind or cross check. Ty grabs it. Still got 23 seconds on the shot clock. We got an extra attacker coming on. Caden has it up top. Pass it to Nolan. Down to Evan. Evan over to Ty. Ty to Eddie. Ethan. Shot saved by the goalie. Cross check coming up against North Okanagan. Hawks going to the power play. Be really nice to get one here. Get that extra point or half a point here for the third period minimum. AJ starting with the ball at center. .241 left in the third. 9-4 North Okanagan, but 1-1 in the third period for goals. So Hawks can, if they score on this power play, can go up 2-1 and potentially steal that extra half a point for the third period here. It's going to help a ton in the standings. Eric coming through the middle, doesn't go. Ethan grabs it, back to AJ. AJ to Gray. Gray down to Eric. Eric to Ethan. Calling crease violation. North Okanagan ball. Starts with it behind the net. Trying to come up the floor here. Eric hits him. Gets up. Still has it in the offensive zone. Gets around a couple guys. Down to the guy in the corner. Pass it up to Connor at center. Connor passes it off to Matthew. Matthew to Teo. Teo to Ty coming off the bench. Back to Nolan. To Ty. Teo. Matthew. Over to Evan. Evan to Matthew. Down to Teo. Shoot, save. Got a guy coming up the floor. Calling a timeout here, I think. North Okanagan. All right, minute 15 left in the third. North Okanagan starts with the ball. I would have expected them, yep, starting back here in front of their bench. Bring it up the floor. Hawks on the power play. North Okanagan looking to kill some time, potentially get a goal here to get that extra half point in the third. Guy gets around a couple guys, back up top. Back to the middle, almost faked it. Down to the guy on the far side, cuts to the middle, shot saved by Levi. Hawks looking to get back on the power play here and get that goal. 46 seconds left in the period. AJ brings it up, 40 seconds left here. Hawks looking to get that extra half point here. Connor back to AJ. AJ back to Connor. Connor shoots, saved by the goalie. Goalie shoots it way down. Ball bounces off the end of the boards. Ethan grabs it. Timeout Hawks. All right, 19.8 seconds left in the third period. Hawks pulling the goalie, looking for a potential chance to steal that extra half point in the third. AJ has it, bringing it up the floor. AJ to Connor, Connor to Evan, Evan to AJ, shoots, saved by the goalie. North Okanagan grab it, fired up down the floor. Game over. North Okanagan win the game 9-4, win 4.5 points off the Hawks. Hawks going to finish the round robin with 13. It's going to be a tough to make playoffs off 13 points, but there's a small chance that might happen. So we'll see how the rest of the day goes, and might have a chance to play tomorrow, might not.